So from an unguarded position, my opponent's going to attack. I'm going to step over, block, and check. Punch to the ribs. He's going to punch. Go to the inside, Mantis hook, right in the inside of that elbow where it bends, and pluck and bring my opponent to that low toe kick. Okay? So again, from an unguarded position, he's going to punch. I'm going to move over, dodge, punch to the ribs. He's going to punch, Mantis hand, Mantis, pluck, and pull or pluck my opponent to that low toe kick. All right, I'm going to demonstrate Bumbo Kyun or crushing step one time and talking through it to explain to you what I'm doing. So I'm going to step out with my left leg, 45 degrees, block and punch. Sinking the weight into the tiger riding stance, stepping back, Tonglong Bo Sim, praying mantis catching the cicada in a tiger riding stance. Right hand's going to go to the waist, intercepting, step through, punch. Stepping out with the left foot, dodging, blocking with the left hand, punch in a tiger riding stance. Stepping back, praying mantis catching the cicada, right hand to the waist, intercepting palm, and punch. The next technique or principle we're going to demonstrate is the intercepting hand, and we're going to follow up with that. We're going to follow that up with a punch. Okay. On guard position, my opponent is going to attack with his lead hand. I'm going to intercept that movement with a deal sow and pluck and strike, and then follow through with that punch. Okay. So again, my opponent is going to attack. I'm going to intercept, strike, follow through with a punch. Okay. So from here. The next concept that we're going to demonstrate is the bouncing or the shifting of the legs in midair. So again, I'm going to use my opponent's energy and redirect and give that energy back to him in a leg movement. Okay. So my opponent's going to punch again with his lead hand. I'm going to intercept with my lead hand, shift my feet, and execute a punch. That same energy that he's giving me, I'm going to take it in and give it right back out to him. Okay? So one more time. Okay? Okay, the next technique we're going to demonstrate is that elbow strike, that takedown movement after we've done the bounce, okay? So remember we talked about the bounce is the shifting of the leg movement, and then after that we're going to execute the elbow technique to take our opponent down to the ground. So from en garde, remember we started from this position here. So my opponent has two choices. He can get hit in the face, or he can get hit with my knee to his sternum or to the lower part of his belly. So he has to choose. We prefer up here because now I have something to use to execute my elbow strike as I take him down. So I'm going to place the foot down behind my opponent, and then with this elbow, I'm going to place it right here on his shoulder. And as you see, these two movements can take my opponent off balance and take him to the ground. All right, I'm going to demonstrate Bumbo Kyun, or crushing step, one time and talking through it to explain to you what I'm doing. So I'm going to step out with my left leg, 45 degrees, block and punch. Sinking the weight into the tiger riding stance, stepping back, Tonglong Bo Sim, praying mantis catching the cicada in a tiger riding stance. Right hand's going to go to the waist, intercepting, step through, punch. I'm going to grab. Go to the bouncing, punch out, right hand to the ear, step down, elbow strike, bung choi, or back fist. Stepping out with the left foot, dodging, blocking with the left hand, punch in a tiger riding stance. Stepping back, praying mantis catching the cicada, right hand to the waist, intercepting palm, and punch. Grab, bouncing, elbow strike, back fist. These are some of the basic techniques of the praying mantis system, more specifically that apply to Bumbo Kyun, or crushing step. There's many, many different variations or interpretations of the form and the art according to the school and to the teacher. If you want a better understanding of the style, it's recommended that you find an instructor close to you who can guide you and teach you the essence of the system.